All right, Donnie, you ready to go?
I'm ready. Let's do this, man.
Donny Fandango's got the blues.
Donny Fandango's got the
Hey, Donnie! I mean, quite a difference in performance from the last time we saw you, Donnie.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I think, needless to say, that is the truth.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Donny Fandango's got the blues. It's being sponsored by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Tonight, watch the Blues game with us out at the O'Fallon, Missouri location. Then the Sexy Lingerie Bikini Contest going down right after the game. So tonight at Hot Shots, online, hotshotsnet.com.
All right, well, I got a couple of things. And first of all, I think it's very important that when you're talking about sports, I think you should always try to admit when you're wrong. And there's a couple of areas in which that I have not been correct, in my opinion. The first thing is not play-related, but it's announcer-related. Last year, or the year before last, when I was doing a Week in Rage, I really got all over Darren Pang, who does the color for the Blues TV telecasts.
Yeah.
And I really think I was wrong, man. I think that dude is awesome, and I think we're really lucky to have him, and I think I'm an idiot. I enjoy him and John Kelly together. I think they do a great job, and I really enjoy the radio team as well with Curbs and Kelly Chase. But I think those dudes do a good job on TV, and I was wrong about Panger.
What about this week being on NBC Sports? Mike Emmerich as the play-by-play guy.
I mean, you talk about like a classic announcer.
That guy's my favorite.
You know what I mean? That guy, if he's not in a broadcasting Hall of Fame somewhere, he absolutely will be, man. No doubt about it. And this kind of goes into what we were talking about with the difference in play over the course of the last couple weeks. I know I'm not alone, but I definitely got a little too high, a little too fast when it comes to these guys, you know? And the quick start sort of had us all fooled. But here's one thing, and I know you guys didn't want me to get, too, into the stats and stuff, but as of the 13 games the Blues have played, they have trailed initially 8 of those 13 times. Whether that, the other team scored first, 8 of those 13 times. You cannot expect to play, in any sport, it doesn't matter, in any sport, you cannot expect to play from behind that much and have good results. When you play good teams, you're just not going to be able to come back. They're going to be able to lock you down. And they have got to figure out a way to not only play a full 60 minutes, but also they got to figure out a way to get off to a bit of a quicker start.
First of all, get off.
Dang it. Can somebody can somebody please call Brian Elliott and tell him that these games do really count? In all fairness, though, to Brian Elliott, the team hasn't been great around him at all, so he hasn't gotten much help, but he really has not done himself any kind of favors. I don't understand with these, and I'm sure it's not unique with the Blues. I'm sure, I know the Cardinals will struggle throughout the course of the year, go through offensive slumps, but my God, it just seems like when you're not getting production from one of them, Berglund or Oshie or whomever, that they're all cold as ice. And it's just so frustrating how they went from so hot to so cold so fast. I don't understand why people don't pick on Chris Russell more. I don't think the guy's bad. He's obviously a good offensive defenseman, but man, to get that guy to take a body in front of the net is almost impossible. You absolutely don't see it. I'm an avid reader of the Post. I read it every day. I wish their hockey coverage was better, but I do think Jeremy Rutherford's work is very good. But Bernie Miklas said this the other day. He was talking about the Blues' poor play. I think this was last week. And he said, Blues players ran Andy Murray out of town. And they did the same with Davis Payne. That is not going to happen with Ken Hitchcock. He is Doug Armstrong's guy, and he's going to be here until until they see it be Ken's problem and not the players. And I think that if the poor play continues, I would not be surprised to see a bit of a shakeup somewhere along the way. Not saying that I think a trade needs to happen right now, because I still think it's kind of early, but at the same time, I don't think that they are just going to stand pat if the team continues to struggle for an extended period of time. And Tony talked about it just a second ago, but just to reiterate, big weekend of hockey tonight at 8 o'clock against Calgary, and then Sunday against the Sandin sisters and the Canucks. And so, couple games on this week, and I just wrote a couple of notes for myself. Chris Stewart could be my favorite player, and Andy McDonald is so damn fast.
314 texting over Donnie. Panger is still garbage. Holy jumping. I hope he gets fired.
I get it, man.
So what turned you?
You know what? I just think, to be very honest with you, man, I think that the dude is, man, he's just so hockey knowledgeable. You know what I mean? And not only does he have a pulse on what's going on with the Blues, but that guy, I mean, he does, national telecasts. I think he works for TSN in Canada as well. But, man, I think that dude he just knows what he's talking about. And I think he's got a really good way to relate it to people.
Yeah, Donnie's off the hate train.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Which takes a lot sometimes with Donnie, because Donnie will hang on to something,
Oh, you better believe that.
And I signed up for the center ice package because, I like watching my Penguins games. You were right. It's like $53 for the whole season this year.
Yeah. What
it's
a deal.
Hella cheap this year. I mean, it's almost worth it.
Well, you have a shortened season. Of course it's going to be a good deal.
Yeah, I'm saying you're watching all your local teams, but if you want to check out other teams, man, $53, that's not bad. Donny Fandango, everybody! It's Donny Fandango's Got the Blues.